We really needed this update because there is a huge one in here that people have been waiting for, the improved Seestar tracking stability. I am actually testing that right now with both Seestars, the S50 and the S30. S50 is on equatorial mode, and I'm doing the S30 on alt azimuth mode. I am currently imaging Orion. I'm gonna pull both of these up, and we're going to see truly if the tracking stability has improved. I decided to build a system. A modern, updated system. A simple way to log every imaging session, track the settings, track the post-processing workflow, and eventually see your progress over time. You can log a full session in less than 1 minute. You can record things like your target, your telescope, your exposure settings, your imaging conditions, your post-processing workflow, and your final results. You can attach your images, add quick notes, and instantly see the story behind every photo. So next time you capture something great, you'll know exactly how you did it. Future you will thank you. I spent hundreds of hours researching and refining this system so you don't have to. This is the same session planning system that I personally use for my own imaging, and it's available for you. If you'd like to try the digital astrolog or see the same system I use for my imaging sessions, I'm gonna put a link in the description below. We are going to do a nice deep dive into the new firmware update. This is a huge one, everyone, because we have all been waiting for this Seestar tracking stability improvement. This is something I've actually never done before during a firmware update where I'm showing two Seestars doing the same thing, at least during a firmware update. I've never done that. The reason why I want to do that is because I want to test equatorial mode and alt azimuth mode to see how this tracking stability has improved. Has it not? If you're already trying this, let me know in the comments because I would love to know how this is working out for you or if it's not. So I'm doing the same target for each one. Let's see how well this no dropped frames improvement is going. I'm doing both of these at 10-second exposures. It's ignored 1 out of 91 stacks. That's actually pretty good, I would say. This is about 15 minutes already worth of stacking. Now let's look at the S30 Pro, which is running on alt azimuth. 16 minutes of stacking, it's stacked 101, so 10 more than the other one, but it's ignored more. It's ignored 8. And could it be because this one is actually running on alt azimuth and this one is running on EQ? Highly recommending then most likely that you should be running EQ. If you're not already, you should definitely be running EQ mode. I'm also using the Seestar TH10 tripod. Thank you ZWO for sending me that tripod. It's awesome. It's super sturdy. I absolutely love it. Using it right now, I actually haven't used my Skywatcher wedge, the other ones that I had before, because I'm really liking the stability of the TH10. Another thing we're going to look at is that AID noise has also been improved. Reduction results. I'm wondering, does that mean that we get different strengths of AID noise, low, medium, high? I'm not sure. We're going to dig into that. Improved dynamic background extraction. Oh, I really wanted this. I feel like this definitely could have been improved. I hope this is a good update for this as well. We're going to dig into that right now. Improved battery level display depending on temperature conditions. This is pretty cool too. We know that the Seestar battery, depending on your outside temperature, it'll be blue. All right, now I have very stable temperatures, not too cold, not too hot outside. I'm in California, so very nice temperature right now. Might not be able to test that during this update. I'm also testing this improved remote connection stability. I actually have the S50 right now on remote connection. The other one, S30 Pro, I have it under regular station mode. Now, something else that I thought was pretty good is the time zone differences during remote connections. That's been corrected, and perhaps that means that now if your Seestar is at a remote observatory, for instance, it will grab the correct time of that location, because some people have two Seestars. You're running one at home while you're running one at a remote location, and that way you can have the correct time at your remote one. That's just what I'm assuming. Not sure if that would be it. If those of you that are running your Seestar at a remote observatory, please let us know in the comments how this is working out for you. Let's see if this remote connection stability has truly improved. I have had no drops. I know it does tend to get dropped here and there. I've been imaging already 30 minutes and it's been fine. Of course, what we want to know is long term, 1 to 4 hours or more. How is it going to last? Okay, let's go ahead and test the dynamic background. Let's see if this is better. Oh, I already can tell you this is better. It's a lot more even. I feel like it was not this good before. I would definitely say this is a lot more even. Let's turn it off to test it here on the S50. Off. Seems like it's a lot more even all around. Off. I like this a lot. Let's look at it on the S30. Off. On. I do like this. This is for sure a plus. This is for sure a plus. Stacked 120, only ignored 1. Stacked 129, ignored 8. Definitely the winning strategy is to do EQ mode. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have so many drop frames, perhaps, if I am using EQ mode. But like I said, I'm running alt azimuth here, and then I'm running EQ on S50. Let's go ahead and see the new feature of AI denoise. Okay, so I do like the AI denoise. I do think this looks really nice on both the S50 and the S30 Pro. What I wish though is that there was an intensity level. Like, can we do low, medium, and high? That would be very, very cool. ZWO, if you're watching, let's see if we can get that feature. I think that would be really nice to where we could actually change degrees of AI denoise. That's what I was hoping that this would do. That is okay that it's not, because I still like AI denoise. We love AI denoise. It looks like it's not as heavy anymore. It's a little bit more natural, true to its original imaging. That's at least what I'm seeing. You guys let me know what you think about it in the comments below. I really like these. I'm going to go ahead and add it to my astrolog sessions. As I'm playing around with the AI denoise, I don't know if it's gotten a bit more softer on the touch. This is not bad because I am doing alt azimuth on this one, and this truly looks really good. The stars are pretty nice and round, even though I have a little bit of wind. I think my winds are about 5 to 8 miles per hour right now. But this is truly not bad. It's just cleaner. It looks more natural. Let me know what you think in the comments. And now that I'm tracking all my sessions with the astrolog, I'm going to go ahead and add these. After close to 30 minutes of stacking, what do we have regarding the tracking stability? Ignored 2 out of 156 stacked. That's the S50. On the S30 Pro, ignored 9 out of 165 stacked. So far, like I said earlier, the winner is going to be do EQ mode. So far, the remote connection stability is working great. I've been imaging for almost 45 minutes. No issues at all. Now, the added watermark support for downloaded videos is going to be the bottom section on the bottom right where it says me. If you click on that and you get this menu, video watermark is now available. It says watermarks are supported for single video exports. Videos over 5 minutes and batch exports are not supported yet. So we can turn it off or we can turn it on. It looks like it's automatically on after you do the update. Let's see what happens when I record a video of Jupiter. I just want to see what happened with this new watermark update. Sure enough, here is my video. All I see is that it now says Seestar on the top right corner. I do wish it said something like Jupiter instead, the date and time, kind of like similar to the other watermarks that we have when we're doing regular imaging. But it looks like that's the only new feature is that. Now there's also a remote device sharing. We're going to click on Telescope Network to access that. Click on the one that's connected right now on the remote, which is my S50. And you can share with friends. So I can see this could be useful if someone is under darker skies and they can image. And you can go back and forth with your imaging and share your images together. You can actually do that. Share with friends. It says you can enter your friend's account, which probably means their Seestar ZWO account with if they have their email address with their login. Just get their email address, like it says here, or their phone number. Give them a start time of when you want them to go ahead and start accessing your device and an end time, but you can do it indefinitely. I'll put one of my real emails on here. And notice that it has a little warning here at the bottom that says you are sharing remote control of your device. After sharing, they will be able to remotely control the device and have full access to the device album. And then there it is. It has my name, sharing with 1 of 5 friends. Now, if I want to cancel this, I click on edit, check mark, remove. Are you sure you want to remove this access? They won't be able to remote connectly. Confirm. There it is. I'm done. I just wanted to come back to show that after over an hour of imaging on the S30 Pro, an hour and 5 minutes, it stacked 391 and ignored 9. So what do you guys think? Have there been improvements? Drop it in the comments and let me know.